Well, good Thursday morning, South Central. We woke up this morning with some mostly cloudy to overcast skies. Yes, we're still seeing some light rain showers for parts of South Central, but that's already beginning to come to an end for many areas. Let's take a live look outside. Now, for today, we're going to head to southeast. This is a beautiful view from Ketchikan. You can see those cruise ships docking, cloud coverage with us as we start off the morning, but there is some sure signs that from South Central through southeast, as well as out towards southwest Alaska, we're going to begin to see some clearer skies making a return as we close out this week and welcome in the weekend. And this is this promising pattern we've been talking about all week long in terms of that winter, or in terms of not winter, but that summertime forecast. So let's give you an idea of what we've been dealing with across South Central. You can see overnight into this morning, yes, those overcast skies managed to stay with us, but this afternoon we're already beginning to see some breaks in the clouds. Clouds will be slow to clear for some. We're going to be talking about mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies as we welcome in your Friday with temperatures warming into the mid to upper 60s. Now today is what we like to call our transition period. While we're still holding on to some clouds, yes, we still have some light rain, we're beginning to say goodbye to the rain and those clouds are clearing out. So that's why we're calling it our transition period. We're still expected to see highs staying in the 50s, if not lower 60s for South Central. You can see even out towards southeast, those temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees, and through the interior sitting at 60 this afternoon, or near 60 this afternoon, while the slope is seeing those temperatures warming near 40. Now I do want to bring your attention to the slope where those temperatures daily have been sitting at or above, well above freezing, even seeing several days where those temperatures warmed into the low to mid 40s. So we've been dealing with snow melt and ice jam concerns along parts of the slope, and what we're seeing today is most, if not all, rivers have crested and will likely recede as we welcome in the weekend. So some improving conditions for area waterways north of the Brooks Range. So what we're watching across the state, mainland Alaska beginning to quiet down across the region. We're still holding on to some lingering activity just north of the Alaska Range and then here in South Central, but that area of high pressure you're seeing just to the south, just southwest of South Central, that is that ridge of high pressure we're going to be watching for the weekend. That's going to greatly influence our weather from the southeast through South Central into the interior, even the slope expected to see the influence from this ridge as we welcome in the weekend. Notice the rain just this morning into the early afternoon hours, how it's really quickly tapering off. As it does that, we're going to see those clouds beginning to decrease as well. So just some passing showers, primarily impacting the Mat-Su Valley as well as the Copper River Basin. Temperatures today expected to warm into the upper 50s and the lower 60s. So again, just a few degrees warmer than yesterday. Still see below average for June standards, as we typically see highs around this time of year anywhere from about 62 to about 67 degrees. So we have been below average the past couple of days. So this is what we have ongoing as we close out Thursday and welcome in our Friday. We've got two areas of low pressure, one just southwest of southeast and then another one south of the Aleutians. Both areas of low pressure greatly are really not going to influence the mainland Alaska. They're really just going to keep some light showers for southeast today, and then the Aleutians. That area of low pressure unfortunately is going to linger for the next several days. So that will keep daily rain as well as some breezy conditions in the forecast for areas really from the eastern Aleutians up through the Alaska Peninsula. Elsewhere, we're not expecting to see much in the way of rain across mainland Alaska. Now, you are seeing some areas of some showers popping up through the interior. This is at Friday at 7 p.m. As well as through parts of South Central. This is due to our sunshine and the warmth that we're going to see. So starting tomorrow and lasting through about Monday, South Central as well as the interior will see that daily chance for some thunderstorm development. We're at that time of the year where anytime we see those sunny, warm days, that creates that unstable environment, allows that instability to rise, and that's why we see those thunderstorms develop. So if you live near the foothills of the Talkeetna Mountains, the Chugach Range, and then central parts of the Kenai, that's where we're going to see that better chance for thunderstorm development as we welcome in the coming days due to that warmth that we are going to see. Anchorage has a slight possibility we could see some showers in the evening hours from any of those decaying thunderstorms that happen to work itself into the Anchorage Bowl. Otherwise, don't expect to see much for Anchorage. It's the rest of South Central that will see the potential for some thunderstorms. So looking at the upper level temperatures, we can really pinpoint where this ridge is going to situate itself. Notice this area circle shaded in blue. That's just to the just west of Little and Big Diomede, as well as that area of low pressure that's just to the south of the Gulf of Alaska. Both of these are going to move away from mainland Alaska, and this is going to allow for that ridge to really build in, settle itself into the region, and strengthen for a couple of days. Southwest Alaska going to see the greatest influence from that ridge. Still expected to see some cloud coverage for areas out west. This is what we like to call a dirty ridge. It's not entirely strong enough to lead to sunny skies, but we are going to see some of those cloudier conditions staying for areas out west. But here in South Central through the interior, be prepared for some sunshine. Now, that's certainly not going to be good news for that wildfire growth that we have seen for the interior, with some drier and hotter conditions that could certainly allow for that wildfire to spread. So we're going to continue to monitor that situation as the weekend approaches. Good news as we close out this week, really welcome in the last week of spring and into summer. You can see the tilting warmer for much of the state, and you can see that bullseye for Southwest Alaska. That's where we're really going to begin to see that heart of that ridge taking shape. So warmer conditions heading our way as promised. Today, again, is our transition period. 58 in Anchorage, 72 degrees in Fairbanks, 68 in Graff. We are going to watch for some additional thunderstorms firing through the interior later today, and some evening rain for parts of southeast. Thinking areas from Juneau, Douglas, really north of those locations, we'll have that better shot of seeing some evening rain. And then out towards Gamble, St. Lawrence, we're likely going to see those highs today staying in the upper 30s with mostly cloudy to overcast skies. So here is that 7-day forecast. We're at 66 tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, beginning to introduce those thunderstorms into the weekend and the first part of next week, meaning Anchorage could see some late PM showers. This will be the first, if we hit 70 Saturday, this will be the first time in more than 10 months that Anchorage has officially climbed into the 70s. We'll flirt with that Sunday. Now, with that said, while we do have a 70 on board for Saturday, the valley, parts of the Kenai into the Copper River Basin, this is where we'll likely see 2 to 3 days with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. So we've got that taste of summer heading our way. By the middle of next week, we do cool back off into the low to mid 60s, but no signs of those temperatures dropping back into the 50s as we welcome in next week. But we are going to see slightly cooler conditions, but that comes following that pleasant taste of summer that we're going to see as we welcome in the weekend. Of course, we'll have more on that coming up in the noon show as well as in the evening newscast. For now, have a great Thursday and enjoy a live view from Ketchikan with the cruise ship docking.